Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO just 8 days ago, to be exact on May 13th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $6.008. And at this point, my main assumption was that 6.05 level was the crucial level of support and resistance. And I told you that if we have the sustained breakout above this level, the price target might be somewhere from 6.5 all the way down to $6.68 to this previous swing high. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action, and I made my previous video when this asset was exactly at this point. And since I made it, this asset went higher. It used the $6.05 as the starting point to hit higher target. It hit exactly to the tick the price point that I marked with this arrow and went lower. And guys, on top of that, as you can see, I marked these two levels of support and resistances, and previously it was the level of resistance and it became the level of support. Then it was broken down. It reached the level of support at $5.41, exactly the level that I marked again in my previous video. You can see it right here, and wait a second, I will show you. It had the 6.05 level as the level of resistance at this point. And this is the evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order, and we've lost about 1.33% on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and as you can see, this asset reached the green rectangle area. That is potentially the area of trend reversal for this asset. And on today's video, I will show you what should we expect next. So let me remind you that just yesterday NIO announced its earnings report, and they beaten expectations on earnings per share by 61.36%, and they beat the revenue by 0.3%. Definitely, it is a good result, but at the same time, the price didn't go much higher. It had a substantial spike, but then it went to the pretty much the same exact level where it was previously. On today's video, I will explain you what was the reason of this and how we can benefit out of this movement. First of all, I want to pay attention to the general sentiment of news related to NIO, and I want to pay attention first of all to this one. I want to show you the results of their earnings report, and let me show you this. The Chinese EV maker maintained its profitability trend in the first quarter. For the 3 months ended March 31st, NIO achieved an adjusted operating profit of roughly $9.7 million. Total revenue in the first quarter surged 112.12% from a year earlier to reach 25.53 billion yuan. A key surprise was the performance of its so-called other sales gross margin, which improved by 25.1 percentage points year-on-year to a 4-year high of 20.6%, Deutsche Bank noted. Vehicle margin also saw a significant improvement and rose to 18.8% in the first quarter, also hitting a 4-year high. And guys, let me show you that the gross margin, the company overall gross margin expanded significantly from 7.6 in the first quarter of 2025 to 19%, reaching a 4-year high. And this is one of the most important news and positive catalyst for NIO, because just 2 years ago they had a gross margin of roughly 1%, and with this very slim margin they didn't have any chance to be profitable. But for now, with this improvement, guys, I believe that this company on its path to much more substantial profitability. On top of that, let me pay attention to another quite interesting details. This margin, this was largely attributed to a more favorable product mix. The high-margin large electric SUV ES8 accounted for a massive 54.14% share of total deliveries in the first quarter. And guys, on the one hand, I told you that this might be a very good sign that this model is extremely successful. But on the other hand, when the demand for this vehicle diminishes, well, all the numbers of the NIO gross margin, deliveries and profit might also go to the downside. That is why it is a risk factor that you have to keep in mind. On top of that, let me pay your attention to this one. Looking ahead to the second quarter, NIO guided its vehicles delivery to be between 110,000 and 115,000 units. This represents the year-on-year growth of about 53 to 60%. And these guidance are very promising, and definitely it is very good to see that they are working hard in order to achieve these results. And in general, I believe that NIO will hit higher targets, but in the short-term perspective we might see some turbulence on its price action. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, first of all, let me show you the bigger picture for this stock, the bigger picture of its price action. And we have a very good first rally of this year that happened basically from February the 2nd to this top that was established on April 16th. And for now we have this decline, and potentially it reached its level of support, crucial level that potentially might hold in order to make a trend reversal. And what I'm talking about? Let me show you in details that this asset completed its 5-wave structure. And for now, guys, we have the completed ABC to the downside, but this potentially was just the first leg of its retracement, and this is the second one. To be honest, I see two possibilities. Option number one is that we have a bigger ABC like this. This is the A wave, this is the B wave, and we have to see a C wave that potentially might land somewhere lower. And to project this lowest point, we have to pull the fib extension tool from this top to this bottom and to this top. And let me show you that we might land somewhere around $5.17 mark. It is not set in stone, but this is the first option. The second option is following. Let me delete this scale, let me delete this internal scale as well. The second option is following. On a bigger scale, this asset reached the golden pocket range, statistically the most probable range of trend reversal, and we have a reaction out of this range and out of the 5.41 level of support. It was a structural level of support that is confluence with the golden pocket range. We had several reactions as the level of support right here, right here, right here. This level right here, this level was the level of resistance, and it was previously also the level of resistance right here, and level of support, and further to the previous price action. This means, guys, we might see the reaction out of this level, And for now, we have two crucial points. Point number one is $5.41. As long as this bottom holds, we have to see the retest of its $6.05 mark again. And if it happens and if it breaks to the upside, we have two levels of potential resistance that this asset reached just a couple of weeks ago, $6.58 and $6.67. So let me mark this potential movement like this. We have to retest this range, and right after that we have to retest, wait a second, we have to retest this previous stop right here. But it is a viable movement as long as this bottom holds. That is why, guys, be cautious with its potential retest of this level, and if it holds, we have these two price targets on the table. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.